What's up everyone, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're going to be looking at the Luke Cage figure from the SDCC exclusive Thunderbolt 5-pack. This is Marvel Legends right here. People were really excited to get a new Luke Cage, and I personally think this figure is not worth the excitement, but I guess some people are liking him. I don't know, everybody's got their own opinions. I'm going to tell you mine since you're watching my video. He stands just over 7 inches, just by a tiny little bit. So he's kind of tall for Marvel Legends, but he's not even as tall as Crossbones. So whether that's accurate or not, I'm not sure. I figured Luke Cage to be a little bit taller, but then again, Crossbones is pretty big, so I don't know, give or take. Either way, the size isn't really the issue in terms of height, but I really don't like this build. I hate this body that they're using from Sentry or Hyperion. They haven't put out Sentry yet. It's just so awkward looking. It's really thick around the torso, and then the proportions just get worse from there. The arms are tiny. The shoulders are located in a really weird position. They're really far forward. The only way to put the shoulders in relation to the head appropriately is to lean them forward. Nobody's shoulders come out in front of their head. That's just weird. And then the chest is weirdly shaped, whatever. The abs are weird. Shoulders are kind of small. The biceps are short. I don't know. It's a really weird sculpt. I don't care for it. It's really round looking right here. I don't know. It's just odd. The pecs stick out like a shelf, literally, from the neck. It doesn't look natural at all. I don't care for it. The back is curved unnaturally again, and he has the holes left over from before. The legs are probably the best part about this figure as far as sculpt goes. They look really good on their own, just mixed with everything else, the proportions are odd. The head doesn't look nearly as much like Damian Wayne's as it originally did in the prototype picture, so I'm okay with that. The sculpt is pretty good. I wish the black parts, meaning the facial hair, were not glossy. The skin is not especially glossy, so it's okay by me. The yellow for the shirt is actually kind of flat and chalky, and the plastic still really cheap from just like Hyperion, so I don't really care for that. The sleeves are a little bit more glossy than the torso, so that's odd again. The paintwork on the wrists, on the little gauntlets things, is surprisingly well done. The sculpt is pretty clean too, so those look alright. I'm okay with those. The belt is painted poorly on every version I've seen. There's some kind of scratching on this yellow part there, so that's a disappointing thing. And then the pants are just solid black, and the paintwork on the boots is pretty well done, so that's okay. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a disc. You can see that the neck is painted brown, so there's yellow all the way around the articulation. So that's not the best, but it's on the disc, and it's pretty good range of motion, so that's okay. Shoulders are ball hinges, no problem there. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel, and wrist pivot. Standard ab crunch. Waist twist is under the belt. The belt is soft, so the belt just kind of bends as you do it. He's got the new Marvel Legends style hips, so they go forward and then out to the side with a thigh swivel built in. Double jointed knee. There's a swivel at the top of the boot. Ankle pivot, which is really limited. You can't bring it forward at all. It does go back though. And then it has the new style of the ankle rocker, which is acceptable, but still, in my opinion, it's not that good because it puts the foot at a weird angle instead of just rotating it to the side like the old style used to do. This always cocks the foot kind of to like a 45-degree angle, so I don't care for it too much. One last thing I forgot to mention is the Thunderbolts logo is done extremely well, so that's nice. Finally got some decent paintwork on things like that, and there's no shading anywhere, so that's also a bummer. The brown parts painted on the arms are semi-transparent in some places, so you can see the yellow coming through. It's not ideal. Definitely not as clean looking of a figure as it could have been. And then the neck, you can see yellow coming through there as well. So for being an exclusive Comic-Con figure, or Comic-Con exclusive figure, it's just pretty disappointing. This is definitely just more run-of-the-mill work. Nothing to write home about, nothing to be impressed by. Just another passable figure since people wanted a Luke Cage. I'm sure a lot of people are saying how good it is, but if you look at it objectively, it's really not that great of a figure. It's, to me, very 5 out of 10-ish. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Thunderbolt figure reviews and other figure reviews and Comic-Con stuff and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.